It's really rare to be kind of swept up in a movie that you're a part of, because usually it's so inside, you know exactly how all the sausage is made. You kind of just give the movie to other folks for them to enjoy.
Chris, you of course championed a letter writing campaign to get James back as director, and we got James back. So what does it mean for you to wrap up this film series with him?
Well, it means I have to sit here next to him and talk about the movies, and it's been a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's hard. I
don't know why
He knows I'm a good director. I know he's a good actor, but as human beings, we loathe each other.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It means the world. It's so great. We're just so lucky. 10 years together to be with each other. In hindsight, consider it all a blessing when you face trials and tribulations that tests your perseverance. And we're grateful. I mean, if we had done this perfectly on schedule, it would have been released in the middle of the pandemic. It probably wouldn't have had the same audience. In hindsight, it was a total blessing. We got to, prove our love to our director, the whole cast coming together and supporting him in that way. He made an incredible movie, and so it really couldn't have worked out better.
It's a gift being able to come into a kind of series of films where there is such a huge and supportive fan base already in place. Comes with a bit of pressure as well, but I couldn't have had more support from Marvel, from James, and from all of the existing cast members.
It's very emotional. We're kind of closing the trilogy, and it's been a defining touchstone in my career, and I'm so happy to be sharing it with an audience.
There weren't any long discussions about stuff, and I think that's the sort of director he is. Also, that's the sort of actor I am. I really don't love to discuss and discuss. I mean, let the ideas flow in front of you,
How would you describe the vibe on set of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3?
Fun. Simply fun.
Yeah. I'm not going to break out into Kumbaya, but it really was a lovely set. It really was. And especially coming into something new, these established A-listers. But the first person I met on set was Chris Pratt, and he came up to me and said, "James has been talking to me about you for ages. It's really nice to meet you. Welcome to you." I mean, it was so warm. And it bled through everyone. But that comes from James, because he doesn't just hire talent, he hires good people, because he wants a fun set, he wants a good set, So it was amazing turning up. I was a bit first day of school until those comments.
Like Gamora and Drax, Adam is a character that involves quite a lot of special effects makeup. What was that process like for you?
I won't be offending my colleagues here, because they know this. I don't love wearing a lot of makeup, just because I guess I'm a fidget, and I don't love, I get quite claustrophobic, and I don't love things touching my face, really. So there's that. But Luandra and Alexi, who were our head makeup artists, and their wider team, including Tommy, were so fantastic. They were so talented. They were so accommodating of me and my fidgetiness, and probably my propensity to overtalk and play bad music. And they made every morning and every night that I was either getting into the makeup or getting out an absolute pleasure. I could have absolutely no complaints. Took just under 2 hours between hair and makeup. In the hair team was Cassie and Steph, who I love to bits. So, I was surrounded by great people during the process, and watching, exceptionally talented humans do their thing. It was cool.
And I really want to commend you as well for all the anti-bullying work that you do. You've been an ambassador for anti-bullying for over 11 years now. What keeps you in that fight?
Oh, thank you. I think witnessing just how frequently people are subjected to bullying at school, and how often it's overlooked as a serious issue and a genuine enemy to people's experience of school being a safe and happy place. So I appreciate you saying that. And also my great friend Alex Holmes and Anti-Bullying Pro, which is the organization I'm aligned with and the organization he set up off the back of his own experiences with bullying. And he's in over 5,000 schools now, and their program is successfully kind of changing the culture of schools in the UK. So hopefully that will expand itself to be in more places internationally as well.
Throughout the film, you see these really beautiful, deep, heartfelt moments with the characters. Chris, for you, watching these incredible creatives you've been working alongside for 10 years, was there a specific moment that choked you up the most?
I did get choked up a few times in the movie. Rocket's storyline is really emotional and powerful. There's a special moment towards the end with Dave Bautista I found to be very moving. I was moved by the Quill and Gamora stuff. It's really rare to be kind of swept up in a movie that you're a part of, because usually it's so inside, you know exactly how all the sausage is made. You kind of just give the movie to other folks for them to enjoy. And I gave myself the gift of not watching any cuts of the film until I sat down with my friends and family at the premiere and got to really enjoy it. And I felt I was swept up and moved by all of it in the same places that everyone else was sniffling, I was too.
There's the stuff in the movie that chokes me up, which a lot of Rocket's past is really sad in its own way. And then there's the stuff that chokes up Sean, which is like the last day on set and people giving their speeches, you know, talking about what this experience has meant to them. Both get me.
Yeah. James, looking back at this incredible decade-long adventure, what's your fondest memory of your experience completing this trilogy?
There's so many warm experiences I have, and so many times Chris and I laughed on set. I had moments with my brother, you know, where we were reminded, you know, because he's one of the actors in the movie, he plays Kraglin, where we were reminded of when we were little kids, playing, using our imaginations, and now we're doing that today. But I do think that one of the best was Chris helped me get married, and he helped me get a wedding ring, and it was delivered to set so that my future wife didn't know. And I am actually getting choked up right now as I'm talking about it. But we went into my trailer with me and my friend Stevie, who's one of the actors in the movie, and Chris, and we unboxed the wedding ring and looked at it the first time, and it was just like sharing our lives along this journey I've been really lucky in that way.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.